Hello there. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Um, wherever you are watching us from, we are glad that you chose to join us. On this forum, we'll speak about African growth, the growth of African cities. How can we encourage coherent growth of African cities? The problem of African cities is, you may say, self inflicted. Why should we continue to have cities and towns and urban areas that are completely non functional? And specifically today, we want to address the issue of what has just happened. Uganda launched a satellite, and it's one of the few countries in Africa that has done that. And I think it is a craze now. NASA, the agency responsible for um, taking satellite station into space, has reached out to many of these poor countries, and because the leaders don't think through, they think that going into space is something that is going to change their countries. It doesn't. It's really hogwash. It doesn't help any country. Going into space, putting up a station, if that was what is going to change Uganda or most of these countries, we would, most of these, even in developed countries, would actually invest a lot. We are crazy about gathering information. The station of Uganda at the space station will, and I repeat, will not help this country to transform it. The station will not help Uganda modernize agriculture. It will not help to build durable and good infrastructure. It will not help get jobs to Ugandans. It doesn't make sense. So, why would we, for instance, it's over 10 years since we conceived the idea of establishing a the SGR, the standard gauge railway. Kenya did their part, and Uganda, the the railway just died. Nobody speaks about the railway now. No one knows what is happening, and government is silent. This was a massive project that would have helped the country to transform economically. It would have reduced the cost of transportation from the Sea of Mombasa into the interior of Uganda, but nobody talks about it. Nobody knows what happened. Government hasn't come out to explain what exactly happened. And we are moving into space to put a station to put the Uganda station in space, which is not going to help nobody. It's not going to help even the president. It will not help anyone. It's just a farce. And to make matters worse, we don't know even how much money was spent on that project. So 10 years from now, we want to come back and ask government, what did this space station really help Uganda? And we are sure it's not going to. It will not help Uganda at all. First of all, the SGR government needs to be really accountable and speak to us, speak to the citizens and tell us, we invested this amount of money, or we are trying to invest this amount of money, and this is what we expect as returns. You can't just keep on moving from one project to the other. One project fails and you move to the next. You've invested a lot of people's money, taxpayers' money, and you don't even have the capacity to explain what exactly happened. Actually, I think we really need the SGR. Government needs to explain what exactly happened to the SGR. Which leads to me to the last question. Who plans for our government? Who brings these projects? Who crafts these projects that don't work? And how come we keep paying them? Why should they keep bringing in projects that don't work? And then, as citizens, we just keep quiet as we are fed on another lie and another lie. Let's not be very hopeful about this project of launching into space. Let's first do the basic things. If we can't do the railway, if our roads and infrastructure are in great need, why do we spend a lot of money to go into space on a project that is not going to help us much? Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next time.